America's power and leadership is on the decline around the globe. Nobody trusts our leadership after our disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. President Biden can't even put a coherent sentence together. Empires always fall, so the fall of the US empire is inevitable. It's just a matter of time. Unfortunately, there's no other country on the planet to take our place. The world will descend into chaos after the US falls. The states hit the hardest will be those that use the USD as their main currency. However, the US hasn't fallen yet. This gives us some time to secure our national interest and strengthen the bond with our most important allies around the globe. I will be outlining several things the US needs to do to secure her place on the global stage. People might disagree with some of my views, and that is fine. I do not expect everybody to agree with me, but America needs to start taking action. The US is a reactionary superpower, and this needs to change, or America will continue to get stepped on. Americans will suffer in the long term, and our allies that rely on us will also start to suffer. America has the most powerful military on the planet, and it's time that we use it. Myanmar is a country in Southeast Asia. It used to be governed by the British, and at one point in history it was one of the wealthiest states on the planet. It has been in a constant state of civil war for decades. Their civil war has been mentioned in the news and has been mentioned in popular TV shows like The Gilmore Girls. It has had a brief stint with democracy, but their democracy failed over a year ago. I am not saying that democracy is the best form of government, but it is much better than the military junta that has taken over the state. The military has essentially declared war on the minorities within the state and the ethnic Burmese people that oppose their regime. They have assaulted women, attacked university students, decimated villages, imprisoned people, and have harmed anyone that opposes them. The Burmese military is currently supported by Russian arms and Chinese money. The state could become a hostile enemy towards the US and India in the future. Therefore, I propose a solution to this problem. The US and India should put a joint force together and liberate the Burmese people from this military junta. And we should strengthen its economy so it can counter Chinese influence in the future. Burma has Christian, Buddhist, and polytheistic populations, and I will support my fellow polytheists across the globe. I do not think liberating Burma would be a controversial statement, because the international community has already condemned this military regime. However, they have not taken any action, and this needs to change. Condemning the military isn't going to do anything by itself. There needs to be action behind it. Securing Burma should be a top priority for America and India. It will make American power more secure in the region, and it will put a speed bump on China's power in the region. If China gets their way in the state, then it will start to threaten Indian sovereignty, influence, and power in the region. India is the largest democracy in the world. It should be one of the strongest allies that America has. As an American, I will not tolerate hostilities towards America's most vital allies and against fellow polytheists. The US and India will most likely end up at war with China in the future. It is vital to squash as much of their influence and power in the region before that happens. Burma should be the starting point.